Good morning. Meteorologist Brian Wolf here on Tuesday, October 7th to time out your precipitation that you're seeing. How long will it last? When will we see the cold front pass? And just how much cool air will be behind the cold front. So if we're starting out, let's go ahead and head over to the radar. And so on the radar right now, you can actually see where we're dealing with a lot of these showers here across the area. Cold front is still off and to the northwest. That's something that we're going to watch as it approaches later today. But right now, our focus, we've had some showers off and on throughout the night. Our focus, though, needs to be on this area south of Evansville, just north of Owensboro. That's what's going to slowly be shifting its way up into our area. Now, how far will it get up into this area? If you've been tuned into my forecasts the last couple of days, you'll notice that I've talked about this Du Bois, Orange, and Washington County areas and where would the heaviest rain totals kind of set up. This right here is going to determine that. So we're going to see if it gets all the way up and covers those three counties, then you're going to be somewhere, probably about an inch and a quarter, maybe an inch and a half. But if it sets up in the central part of Orange and Washington County to the south, then a lot of the original estimates that some of the models had put out would be accurate. But for today, again, we're starting off with rain, no secret there. We're just going to call it generally across most of the area, less than an inch additional rain. 69 degrees this morning. We then only warm up and peak up about 70, 71 degrees. Interesting to note, though, is the wind. So we've got southwest at 2 to 4 miles per hour. That's out ahead of the cold front. But then we see that wind switch later this afternoon around 6 p.m. to from the north-northwest between 5 and 8 miles per hour. So that's kind of what we're looking at in terms of timing on the front. We're going to see the showers kind of start to come to an end in the early afternoon hours. Now, for your 7-day forecast, after we clear out of today, here comes the sunshine back again. Here's your fall temperatures, 68, then 66 degrees Thursday. Some of the models this morning are re-hinting at a possible frost. I'm not that aggressive with this, but I do think Friday morning needs to be watched for a possible, very possible light frost. Again, I'm not sold on it, but it is something that I will be watching. So that's what we're looking at right now. And we're going to go ahead and head back over into the studio and we're going to talk about how much rain we've seen up until this point. Our forecast has actually been right at around a half an inch so far. So if I turn on the QPE estimates over the last 12 hours, and as what this means is it's quantitative precipitation estimate. We can see that areas just north of Jasper into Paoli and over just south of Salem have seen right at around a half an inch, which is what we had said that we would likely see so far through the event up until now, if you tuned into our live broadcast last night. But you can notice that heavier rainfall. This is what that band is doing that we're watching. Okay, let me pause this so it's a little less annoying. By Owensboro and over towards Vienna, Illinois, you can see that these totals are up near 2 inches. So again, a lot more heavy rain fall rates with this little system, and it's just going to depend on exactly where it sets up in track. I think it's going to be somewhere in the Du Bois, Orange, Washington County areas, and then points off to the south and southeast. But for now, this is what our radar currently looks like. Again, we are watching this area as it approaches, excuse me, our area. Now, let's take a look at some of the models just real fast. This is the future radar for the high resolution model. If we step through it, it's got the area of showers that we're actually watching. And then if we continue to step through it, you can see that it has it pretty much clear as day here. The southern half of these three counties, Orange, Washington, Du Bois counties, is where it's setting up. So anywhere from those three counties south towards Louisville, that's where I expect the additional heavier rain. If you're up in Lawrence County, I'm not sure you're going to get the heaviest band out of this, but that's kind of what we're looking at. Additional QPF, so this is additional rainfall that we're looking at this morning. And again, this is the high res. The high res radar you can see right there, or the high res model, excuse me. It splits those 3 counties. So again, that's why I'm going to call it around an inch additional. So probably rounding out the area around an inch and a half of rain for this, which we needed because the drought monitor still had the majority of Orange, Washington, Crawford, and Harrison counties and points off to the east still classified as abnormally dry, even after the couple inches of rain that we saw a couple weeks ago. So that's kind of what we're looking at in terms of today. That fall cold front that we've all been waiting on for the last couple of weeks finally arrives at around 6 o'clock today. Be sure to tune in later tonight here at 6:30 p.m. on Facebook. We'll do a live, and you can also hop on YouTube, and we'll preview what you can expect tomorrow and give you an update on whether or not we might see a light frost on Friday morning. Otherwise, have a good day.